Some neighborhoods look peaceful from the outside. Perfect lawns, perfect fences, perfect smiles. But behind every door, behind every porch light, there are stories no HOA rulebook could ever explain. Alex moved to Willow Bend Crossing for a quiet life. A calm street, friendly neighbors, a place to call home. But the packages on the porch began disappearing, one by one, like the neighborhood itself was swallowing them. At first, Alex blamed delivery errors, until a shadow appeared on the porch cam. A familiar walk, a confident smile, and a truth that would shake the entire community. Because sometimes, the person keeping the rules is the one breaking them the most. This is the story of the HOA president, the missing packages, and the harmless dye trap that revealed everything she tried so hard to hide. Welcome to Willow Bend Crossing, where even the quietest nights leave a mark. Alex arrives in Willow Bend Crossing. Alex moves into the quiet HOA community after taking a remote job. They imagine a fresh start. Open windows, new routines, friendly neighbors, peaceful evening walks. But Willow Bend Crossing has rules. Rules written on laminated cards. Rules taped neatly to mailboxes. Rules handed out by a smiling woman named Karen Whiteley, the HOA president. Karen welcomes Alex with a warm smile. "We keep things very orderly here. You'll fit right in, as long as you follow the guidelines." Alex brushes it off, assuming it's normal. That same week, the first package disappears. Alex shrugs, maybe a delivery mix-up. But then another goes missing. And another. Alex hesitates before reporting it.
They don't know anyone yet.
They don't want to cause problems. But the pattern grows unmistakable. A place for everything. Karen keeps a notebook. Small, navy blue. Initials KW. Inside, she keeps track of every yard, porch, and mailbox. She walks the neighborhood twice a day, nodding at familiar houses, inspecting small details others would never notice. Today, she pauses at Alex's porch. A package sits there. Not tucked to the side. Not centered. Carelessly left. Karen frowns. To her, porch clutter isn't harmless. It's a sign the neighborhood is slipping. She lifts the box gently, rehearsing the explanation she'll give if someone sees her. Just keeping the street tidy. She carries it home. Sets it in her storage room, a room filled with rescued items from throughout the years. She doesn't believe she's stealing. She believes she's preserving the community. The observer across the street. Elias keeps to himself. Widowed, quiet, a man of gentle habits. From his living room window, he watches patterns. He sees every car that passes, every dog walker, every gardener. And he sees Karen's daily routes. He notices the way she glances at Alex's porch. The way she confidently lifts the packages, as if claiming them. He worries. He tried reporting her years ago, and the board sided with her. After that, neighbors avoided him for months. He wants to help Alex, but hesitates. He fears pushing someone into the same cold isolation he experienced. Still, he watches. And he hopes Alex will find the truth. Alex's emotional shift. Another package disappears, this one containing sentimental things. Letters, photos, a small keepsake from Alex's late father. Alex feels the loss sharply, like a quiet ache. This isn't about money anymore. It's about respect. And boundaries. And the feeling that someone is erasing parts of Alex's life. So Alex buys a tiny porch camera.
Small.
Discreet. Barely visible under the roof trim. For the first time since moving in, Alex feels a sense of control. The first night of footage begins recording. Alex watches the footage. The next morning, Alex transfers the footage onto the laptop. At first, only shadows and passing cars. Then, at 3:12 a.m., a silhouette appears at the edge of the frame. A familiar shape.
A familiar straid. Karen.
She looks left, then right. Then she lifts the package with practiced ease, tucks it under her arm, and walks away. Alex's stomach tightens.
Shock.
Then anger. Then confusion. Why would she do this? She seemed kind, welcoming. Alex replays the footage over and over, hoping it's a misunderstanding, but Karen's face appears clearly when she looks toward the porch light.
There's no mistake.
Doing what must be done, Karen begins her morning routine with herbal tea and a practiced calm. But she can't shake the feeling someone has begun questioning her actions. She walks past Alex's house and pauses. The porch looks too tidy,
Too watched.
She senses change. Karen considers her motivations. She believes in structure. She believes in rules. And she believes Alex isn't following them properly. In her mind, she's not taking things. She's temporarily removing items that break visual harmony. She doesn't see harm. She sees service. The HOA board meeting. Alex decides to report the theft formally, respectfully, calmly, with the footage ready. But the boardroom is cold. Karen sits at the table like a queen at her throne. Alex presents the evidence. But the board members exchange puzzled, sympathetic glances at Karen. Karen speaks with her soft, deliberate tone. I would never take anyone's belongings. I simply tidy what others leave behind. The board nods. They dismiss Alex's concern as a misunderstanding. A neighbor murmurs, Karen's been here for years, she knows best. Alex leaves feeling unheard, not angry, but deeply disappointed. Elias watches from the hallway, regret heavy in his eyes. A quiet realization. Alex stands outside afterward, staring at the trees swaying in the wind. The truth settles. Karen won't stop. The HOA won't help. And Alex's sentimental things may never return. Alex takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of both loss and determination. Something must change. Alex decides to expose her, carefully, peacefully, undeniably. Elias steps in. One evening, Elias finally gathers the courage to speak to Alex. He shares his own past. Years ago, Karen removed decorations, tools, even groceries from his porch, claiming they were visual clutter. When he reported her, the board dismissed him. Neighbors whispered that he was too sensitive. He withdrew from the community. Elias tells Alex, "You're not imagining things. And you're not alone." His compassion strengthens Alex's resolve. Alex designs a plan. Alex researches harmless marking dyes used for pranks and training tools. Safe on skin, non-toxic, temporary but stubborn. A dye pack goes into an empty box. Spring activated. Seals shut until lifted. Releases dye on contact. It's clever, harmless, and impossible to deny. Alex hesitates. Is this too much? Elias answers gently.
No.
You're telling the truth in a way that can't be ignored. Karen grows suspicious. Karen senses Alex is hiding something. She feels watched. Her inner monologue reveals cracks. If I don't control things, everything could fall apart. She believes she brings order, purpose, identity to the neighborhood. The idea of losing that terrifies her more than anything. The final setup. Alex places the bait package on the porch, perfectly positioned, clearly visible. The sky turns cloudy. Wind rattles the tree branches lightly. The neighborhood becomes quiet. The camera is ready. The stage is set. Alex can't sleep. They sit by the window until dawn. At 2:48 a.m., motion is detected. Karen triggering the trap. Karen approaches, with her usual confidence. She lifts the box. Pop. A burst of bright dye splashes across her hands and sleeves. She gasps, not in pain, but in embarrassment. She looks around, panicked. The dye stains her fingers immediately. She rubs them together, but it only spreads. She hurries home, heart racing. The neighborhood notices. By morning, Karen's hands are still bright. Impossible to hide. Neighbors greet her normally, until they see her hands. Whispers ripple. What happened? Is she okay? Why is the HOA president covered in dye? She laughs nervously, claiming it's craft paint, but the color is unmistakably artificial. Her calm facade cracks. Alex shows the evidence. Alex calls another HOA meeting, inviting neighbors directly. This time, Karen's stained hands betray her before Alex says a word. Alex plays the footage. Quietly, respectfully. No gloating, only truth. The room fills with stunned silence. Then sympathy, not for Alex first, but for Karen, who looks suddenly small. Alex speaks softly. I just wanted my things to stop disappearing. I didn't want to embarrass anyone. The dignity in Alex's tone moves the room. Karen breaks down. Karen finally admits it. She wasn't stealing. She was trying to feel important again. After losing her job years ago, becoming HOA president made her feel useful. Taking packages felt like maintaining order, but slowly spiraled into compulsion. The board listens quietly. Neighbors soften. Karen's voice trembles. The HOA votes to gently remove her from leadership so she can rest and recover. Karen doesn't fight it. Karen steps down gracefully. Karen leaves the meeting with a quiet nod.
No anger. No protest.
Just tired acceptance. Alex watches her go, feeling empathy rather than victory. A neighborhood restored. Over the next weeks,
Paquets arrivent s'afflient.
neighbors become friendlier. Elias starts joining community gatherings. Alex begins decorating the porch with plants and warm lights. Something they were too nervous to do before. The neighborhood feels lighter. Karen's journey toward change. Karen takes time away from HOA duties. She attends community workshops, reaches out to old friends, and slowly rebuilds her confidence without controlling others. One afternoon, Alex finds a letter on the porch. Thank you for helping me see myself honestly. I'm trying to be better. Karen. Alex smiles. Final emotional reflection. Elias reflects on how truth, presented kindly, heals more than it harms. Alex feels truly at home for the first time. Karen begins a healthier life. The community strengthens. And Willowbend Crossing becomes the peaceful place it was always meant to be.